chosen one. Lately you've got jaws dropping left and right. Your glow has people talking 555 energy all over you. This isn't just about looks, it's about vibration. You've stepped into a frequency so radiant it's bending reality around you. Screenshots of your latest photos are circulating in group chats. Someone's replaying your story just to make sure it's really you. Another is comparing your before to your now, trying to decode what happened. But they'll never figure it out because this glow-up wasn't cosmetic, it was cosmic. You broke curses, you healed patterns, you shed timelines that drained your light. What they're seeing is the proof of your resurrection. You're not just looking good, you're embodying freedom, victory, and divine purpose, and everyone can feel it. Here's the first secret I'm going to reveal to you right now. That glow you're carrying isn't from any skincare routine or gym membership or expensive treatment. Your radiance comes from cutting off energy vampires who were feeding on your light like parasites. Every toxic person you removed was like taking off a weighted vest you didn't even know you were wearing. Every boundary you set was like opening a window in a room that was suffocating you slowly. Every time you chose yourself over keeping the peace, you were actually choosing your destiny over someone else's comfort. Now your body is literally showing the results of those courageous choices. But there's something else happening that you need to understand clearly. While you were healing in private, someone from your past has been watching from a distance. What this person is seeing is making them sick to their stomach with regret. We'll get to them later because their story is important. First, you need to know why your transformation is different from everyone else's surface-level changes. Most people try to glow up from the outside in. Those people buy new clothes, join a gym, get a new haircut, and hope external changes make them feel different inside. But you did it backwards, which is actually the right way. You healed from the inside out. You dealt with the wounds nobody could see bleeding. You fought demons in your mind that nobody knew existed in your psyche. You cut cords with people while still being physically around them. You energetically divorced situations before you physically left them. That's why your glow is permanent while other people's transformations are temporary and fade quickly. Let me show you exactly what was happening in the spiritual realm while you thought you were just barely surviving. Every time someone drained your energy, you were losing light from your core. Every time someone criticized you while disguising their attacks as concern, their words were dimming your shine systematically. Every time someone made you feel bad about your gifts, that person was capping your potential with invisible limits. You had people around you throwing dark clouds over your head in the spiritual realm, and you couldn't figure out why you felt so heavy all the time. You kept thinking something was fundamentally wrong with you. You kept wondering why you couldn't just be happy like everyone else seemed to be. You kept questioning why your confidence kept disappearing without explanation. But nothing was wrong with you at all. You were being spiritually attacked by people who smiled in your face during the day. These attacks weren't using weapons you could see or defend against easily. The assault was using energy you could only feel in your body. And the crazy part? Most of your attackers didn't even know what they were doing to you. Their jealousy was operating on autopilot without conscious direction. Their insecurity was radiating out of them like heat waves. Their fear of your potential was creating resistance around you like invisible walls boxing you in. You weren't crazy for feeling what you felt. You weren't weak for struggling. You were under siege from forces you couldn't name. Then you made the decision that changed everything in your reality. You chose yourself without apology, not in a selfish way that hurts others, not in a reckless way that burns bridges needlessly, but in a self-preservation way that honored your spirit. You started saying no to things that felt wrong in your gut. You started distancing yourself from people who left you feeling empty and depleted. You started protecting your peace like it was your most valuable possession on earth. The moment you made that shift, the universe responded with power. The energy that was blocked started flowing freely through you. The light that was dimmed started shining at full brightness. The confidence that was stolen started returning to you in waves. Someone noticed your shift immediately. Someone who used to have unlimited access to you is now watching from the outside, and this person is panicking internally. This person thought you needed them to survive. This person thought you'd fall apart without their presence. This person thought the door would always be open whenever they wanted to return. But you're about to find out exactly what this person is thinking right now. The revelation is going to blow your mind wide open. Right now, there's someone losing sleep over you nightly. This isn't happening because of love. This is happening because of regret mixed with realization. When this person had access to you, taking you for granted was easy. This person looked at your potential and thought finding better was possible. This person saw your loyalty and thought finding this anywhere was simple. This person experienced your energy and thought everyone probably made them feel this special. This person was wrong about all of it, dead wrong about every assumption, and now reality is teaching them the hard way. This person is out here dating other people and nobody compares to you. This person is trying to recreate moments shared with you and everything feels fake and forced. This person is looking for your energy in other people and coming up completely empty. This person convinced themselves you were replaceable, and now the discovery is hitting that you're actually irreplaceable. And the worst part for this person, you're not even thinking about them anymore. You're not crying over what ended. You're not checking their social media obsessively. You're not hoping for their return. You moved on completely. Your glow is undeniable proof. If you recognized yourself in this message, hype this video to guide other chosen ones to this truth. The person being witnessed now isn't even your final form. You're still in active transformation mode. You're still leveling up daily. You're still becoming who you're meant to be. If people think you look good now, wait until future versions of yourself emerge. Wait until you step into everything God has planned for you. This person fumbled you at an early stage, and you're about to reach heights that will seem unreachable. This person lost you during the preview, and now watching the main event from a distance is all that's possible, and this is where the situation gets wild for you. This person is going to try to come back into your life. I'm not predicting this possibility. I'm telling you what's already in motion energetically. This person is already planning the return carefully. This person is already crafting the apology speech. This person is already figuring out the perfect excuse. This person is going to show up acting like mistakes were made unintentionally. Acting like the value you brought wasn't recognized. Acting like timing was just slightly off. But you and I both know the truth underneath the performance. This person knew exactly what they had with you. This person just didn't think you'd become this powerful without their presence. You're not going to let this person back in. Not because bitterness lives in you, not because holding grudges is your style, but because you're protecting the peace you fought so hard to create. You're guarding the glow you earned through pain and isolation. You're honoring the version of yourself that survived without this person's support. That's the ultimate form of self-love in action. That's the energy that's making everyone's jaw drop in shock. That's the vibe that's got people talking everywhere you go. People are studying you right now like you're a phenomenon. Everyone's trying to crack your code. People are analyzing your posts, looking for clues about your secret. People are asking mutual friends about you indirectly. People are watching your every move, trying to figure out your formula. And you know what's funny? The secret is so simple that nobody can believe it. You stopped giving energy to people who didn't deserve it. That's it. That's the whole formula in one sentence. But accepting that answer is impossible because doing so would mean looking at their own life and admitting energy vampires surround them too. People want you to say you're taking some expensive supplement. People want you to say you got some procedure done at a clinic. People want you to say you hired a trainer or a therapist or a life coach. People want there to be some external thing available for copying. But the transformation happened internally, where nobody could see. You healed wounds from childhood that were festering. You released trauma you were carrying like heavy luggage. You forgave people who never apologized for hurting you. You let go of versions of yourself that no longer served your growth. You did the work nobody sees or acknowledges, and now everyone sees the results manifesting physically. You're glowing without trying hard. You're winning without grinding yourself to death. You're thriving without posting every detail for validation. You're at peace without needing constant external approval. You figured out the cheat code to life, and watching you operate is driving people crazy because the cheat code is deceptively simple. Choose yourself first. Protect your energy fiercely. Trust the process completely. That's it. But most people won't do these things because letting go of people they're addicted to feels impossible. Disappointing people they're afraid of feels terrifying. Choosing temporary discomfort over permanent dysfunction feels too risky. But you did it anyway. You made the hard choices when easy options were available. You had the difficult conversations when silence would have been simpler. You walked away from comfortable situations when staying would have been easier. You bet on yourself when nobody else would take that gamble. And now you're collecting on that bet with interest. The universe is paying you back exponentially. God is rewarding your faith with visible evidence. Your angels are making sure everyone sees what happens when you finally choose yourself. And the best part, this is just the beginning of what's coming. When you glow this bright, you attract two distinct types of people. The first type wants to celebrate your success genuinely. The second type wants to investigate you for weaknesses. The first type is genuinely happy for your growth. The second type is looking for your flaws to exploit. The first type will become your new circle. The second type is about to reveal themselves clearly, and you're about to see exactly who's who in your life. Watch what happens over the coming period. Some people are going to distance themselves from you, not because you did anything wrong to them, but because your glow is exposing their stagnation. Your growth is highlighting their excuses. Your peace is revealing their chaos. Your confidence is threatening their control over you. Being around you anymore is impossible because you're a mirror, and the reflection showing their truth is unbearable. Let these people go without chasing them. Removing themselves is making room for who's coming next. New people are being aligned with you right now. People on your level are being sent your way. People who can match your energy are being positioned in your path. People who will celebrate you without jealousy are coming soon. People who will support you without competing are approaching. Your real tribe is assembling. The people who were always meant to walk with you are finally showing up, and you're going to recognize these people immediately because being around them feels easy. The connection feels natural. The energy feels like coming home. Someone from your past is about to make their move. This person has been watching everything. This person has been waiting for the right moment. This person has been building up courage, and this person is about to reach out to you. The approach is going to act casual. The message is going to act like no time has passed. The energy is going to act like nothing bad ever happened, but you're going to see right through it, because the version of you this person is trying to manipulate doesn't exist anymore. That person died. You're someone completely different now. And this is your test. This is where you prove to yourself and the universe that you've really changed, because the old you would have let this person back in. The old you would have given another chance automatically. The old you would have believed the lies again. But the new you knows better. The new you values peace over history. The new you protects your glow over protecting someone else's feelings. The new you is about to do something that will shock everyone who knows your patterns. You're about to choose yourself publicly. This person is going to reach out with some excuse. This person is going to test the waters with a casual message. This person is going to see if you're still the person who gave unlimited chances, and you're going to respond in a way that lets this person know you've evolved. You're not going to be mean. You're not going to be bitter. You're just going to be unavailable. And that unavailability is going to drive this person insane, because having access was always expected. Being an option was always assumed. You waiting around was always taken for granted. But you're not waiting anymore. You're not an option anymore. You're not available for people who took you for granted. You're living your life fully. You're enjoying your glow freely, you're stepping into your purpose boldly, and this person is realizing that being part of that chapter is no longer possible. This is the moment where the power shifts completely. This is where you stop being the one who was left and become the one who moved on. This is where you stop being the victim and become the victor. This is where your narrative transforms from tragedy to triumph. And people are going to notice the shift in how you operate. People are going to see how you handled that situation. People are going to watch you choose yourself. People are going to witness you protecting your peace, and something is going to get inspired in them. Some people are going to start making their own changes. Some people are going to start cutting off their own energy vampires. Some people are going to start choosing themselves too. You're not just transforming your life, you're showing others that transforming their lives is possible. You're not just looking good, you're looking good and doing good simultaneously. People expected you to fall apart. People expected you to struggle and fail. People expected you to come crawling back. But you did the opposite. You thrived, you flourished. You became more without the people who claimed you needed them. You succeeded without the support you thought was essential. You discovered you had everything you needed inside you all along, and that discovery changed everything about how you move. You talk different, you choose different, you love different, you protect different. You're operating from a place of overflow instead of lack. You're giving from abundance instead of emptiness. You're choosing people who add to you instead of people who take from you. You're building a life that serves you instead of serving everyone else, and people can see it, people can feel it, people can sense that something fundamental changed in you. Here's what people are saying in those group chats about you. Some are saying you must have met someone new. Some are saying you must have come into money. Some are saying you must have gotten some work done. Creating stories to explain your transformation is easier than accepting the truth. The real story is too simple and too convicting. The real story is you just stopped letting people drain you. The real story is you chose yourself. The real story is you trusted God's timing. And that story would require them to look at their own lives and make uncomfortable changes. So elaborate theories get created instead. Your journey turns into gossip. Your transformation becomes about anything except the truth. And you know what? Let it happen. Let people talk. Let people speculate. Let people create whatever narrative helps them avoid dealing with their own stagnation. Because while mouths are running about you, you're busy building. While eyes are analyzing you, you're busy creating. While minds are trying to figure you out, you're busy leveling up. The obsession with you is actually fuel for your fire. You're at a crossroads. You can either protect this glow, or you can give it away trying to prove something to people who don't matter. You can either maintain these boundaries, or you can let people guilt you into lowering them. You can either continue choosing yourself, or you can fall back into old patterns of people-pleasing. This is the moment that determines whether this transformation sticks, or whether you cycle back to who you used to be. Look, you already know the attacks weren't random. And if you're paying attention, you can feel it. Their walls are closing in. So let's talk about what we're doing about it. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve cooperative intelligence. The beauty is you don't even have to lift a finger. You put on the headphones, press play, and your subconscious is rewired while your enemies collapse under the weight of their own lies. This is why I created it in the beginning, so everything they did to break you becomes fuel for your purpose. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. And I'm telling you right now, Chosen One, you're not going back. You're not repeating old cycles. You're not giving access to people who don't deserve it. You've come too far. You've fought too hard. You've healed too much. You're not throwing all that away for someone's comfort. You're not dimming your light for someone's insecurity. You're not shrinking yourself for someone's ego. You're done with that version of yourself. You're committed to this new version. You're protecting this glow like your life depends on it. Because honestly, it does. This isn't just about looking good. This is about being aligned with your destiny. This is about operating in your purpose. This is about becoming who God created you to be. And that person requires protection. That person requires boundaries. That person requires selectivity about who gets access. You can't fulfill your purpose while carrying dead weight. You can't step into your destiny while surrounded by energy vampires. You can't become your highest self while tolerating your lowest situations. So you're making the hard choice to protect what you've built. You're making the difficult decision to maintain your standards. You're making the uncomfortable choice to disappoint people who expect the old you. And it's working. Your life is changing. Your energy is shifting. Your reality is transforming. And everyone can see it. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's jaw is dropping. Not because you got lucky, not because things just worked out, but because you made a decision and you stuck with it. And now comes the sweet part, the part where everything you sacrificed starts making sense, the part where every person you walked away from reveals why you had to leave, the part where every situation you ended shows you what you avoided. You're about to enter the vindication phase, the phase where the universe shows you that you made the right choice, the phase where God confirms you were on the right path, the phase where your angels reveal protection was always surrounding you. That person who's been watching you, this person is about to do something that proves change never happened. That friend who got distant, this friend is about to show you real support was never there. That situation you walked away from, it's about to implode in a way that shows you what you escaped. You're going to see with crystal clarity that every loss was actually a gain. Every ending was actually a beginning. Every goodbye was actually a setup for a better hello. And this vindication isn't for other people, it's for you. It's for the moments you doubted yourself. It's for the nights you wondered if you made the right choice. It's for the times you almost went back. It's for the days you felt alone. It's confirmation that you weren't crazy, you weren't overreacting, you weren't being too sensitive. You were being protected, you were being guided, you were being redirected to something better. While you're being vindicated, someone else is being humbled. The person who thought doing better was possible is realizing it's not. The person who thought you were replaceable is discovering you're not. The person who thought time was unlimited is realizing the window closed. This person is experiencing a wake-up call that's shaking them to the core, and you're going to hear about it. This person is going to reach out for real this time. Not with a casual message, with a genuine apology. This person is going to admit being wrong. This person is going to confess making a mistake. This person is going to ask for another chance. And here's where you get to make the most important decision of this entire journey. Do you let this person back in, or do you stay the course? Do you give access to the new you, or do you protect what you built? Do you believe people can change, or do you believe people show you who they are the first time? You already know the answer. Deep in your gut, you know what you need to do. The version of you that let people walk all over you is gone. The version of you that gave unlimited chances is dead. The version of you that put everyone else first is extinct. You're someone new now, someone who values peace, someone who protects energy, someone who chooses wisely. And that person doesn't go backwards. That person doesn't repeat cycles. That person doesn't give access to people who already proved unworthiness. So when this person reaches out, you're going to do something that shocks them. You're going to wish them well and keep it moving. You're going to acknowledge the apology without accepting the offer. You're going to show grace without giving access. You're going to prove that you've really changed by not changing your mind. And that decision is going to be the final piece of your transformation. That choice is going to cement your new identity. That moment is going to be when you fully step into your power, because power isn't about control. Power is about choice, and you're choosing yourself. You're choosing peace, you're choosing growth, you're choosing alignment, you're choosing purpose, you're choosing destiny, and everyone watching is going to see that choice and understand why your glow is different. It's not surface level, it's not temporary, it's not fake, it's the result of hard decisions, it's the product of painful choices, it's the outcome of consistent self-selection. But we're not done yet, because there's another layer to this situation, another revelation that's going to blow your mind. While you were focused on healing yourself, you were actually healing your bloodline. While you were focused on choosing yourself, you were actually breaking generational curses. While you were focused on your own transformation, you were actually paving the way for everyone who comes after you. Your children won't have to heal from what you healed from. Your family line won't repeat the patterns you broke. Your legacy won't carry the wounds you released. This is bigger than you. This glow you're carrying is bigger than looking good. This transformation you're experiencing is bigger than personal development. This journey you're on is bigger than individual healing. You're doing ancestral work. You're shifting generational energy. You're changing the trajectory of your entire family line. And the universe is honoring that by making you shine. God is rewarding that by making you glow. Your angels are celebrating that by making sure everyone sees. And this is why you can't go back. It's not just about you anymore. There are people watching you who need to see someone break free. There are younger versions of people in your family who need to see choosing differently is possible. There are future generations who need you to hold these boundaries so inheritance becomes freedom instead of dysfunction. You're not just protecting your peace, you're protecting their potential. You're not just choosing yourself, you're choosing everyone who comes after you. So when people ask what you're doing differently, tell them the truth. Tell them you stopped betraying yourself for other people's comfort. Tell them you stopped ignoring your intuition to keep the peace. Tell them you stopped accepting less than you deserve because fear of being alone controlled you. Tell them you chose the hard path because the easy path was killing you slowly. Tell them you walked through fire and came out glowing. Tell them your beauty is earned, your peace is protected, and your joy is non-negotiable. And watch what happens. Watch how some people get inspired and some people get intimidated. Watch how some people start their own journey and some people start their own gossip. Watch how some people celebrate you and some people try to humble you, and use all of it as fuel. Use the love as confirmation. Use the hate as motivation. Use the support as encouragement. Use the jealousy as validation, because all of it is proof that you're doing something right. Your glow starts attracting your tribe. The right people start appearing. The right opportunities start manifesting. The right doors start opening. Everything you've been praying for starts materializing. Not because you chased it, not because you forced it, but because you became aligned with it. You raised your vibration to match your desires. You healed yourself to the level of your dreams. You chose yourself into your destiny. And the people who are coming into your life now, these people are different. These people aren't here to take. These people are here to add. These people aren't here to drain. These people are here to pour. These people aren't here to dim your light. These people are here to shine with you. These people aren't here to compete. These people are here to collaborate. These people aren't here for a season. These people are here for the journey. And you're going to recognize these people immediately, because being around them feels like breathing. It feels natural. It feels right. While your life is expanding, someone else's life is contracting. The person who left you is watching everything fall apart. The person who took you for granted is losing everything taken for granted. The person who thought upgrading happened is realizing downgrading occurred. And dots are connecting. Realizing that things started falling apart right after losing you is happening. Recognizing that you were the blessing thrown away is dawning. Understanding that you were the glue holding peace together is hitting, and this realization is going to hit like a truck. A moment of clarity that changes everything is coming. Seeing the full picture of what was lost is inevitable. Understanding the magnitude of the mistake is unavoidable. Feeling the weight of the choice is crushing, and trying one more time to get you back is coming. But this time it's going to be different. This time coming correct is the approach. This time offering everything that should have been offered before is the strategy. This time showing up as the person who should have been there is the plan. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to acknowledge the growth and still say no. Not because bitterness lives in you, not because holding grudges is your style, but because you're not the same person anymore either. The version of you this person wants back doesn't exist. You've evolved past that connection. You've outgrown that dynamic. You've transcended that level, and going back would be a disservice to the person you've become. People aren't just noticing you've changed. People are noticing specific features about you that seem enhanced. Your eyes have a different sparkle to them. Your skin has a different texture. Your presence has a different weight. And here's what's wild about this. You haven't done anything dramatic. You're not spending hours getting ready. You're not wearing elaborate outfits. You're showing up as your natural self, and somehow that natural self is stopping people in their tracks. There's a reason for this that nobody talks about. When you release stress and trauma from your body, your face literally changes shape, your jaw unclenches, your forehead unfurrows, your eyes open wider, your smile reaches different parts of your face. The tension you were holding in your muscles was actually distorting your features, and now that the tension is gone, your true face is showing, the face you were born with, the face that was hidden under pressure from carrying other people's problems. People who knew you before are doing double takes. Trying to figure out if you got work done is consuming them. Analyzing your photos like detectives is happening. Comparing old pictures to new ones is their obsession. And pinpointing what changed is impossible because it's not one thing, it's everything. Your entire energy shifted and your physical body is reflecting that shift. This is what happens when you align your inner world with your outer world. This is what happens when your spirit and your flesh finally agree on who you are. So here we are at the completion of this message, which is really the beginning of your new existence. Your glow isn't fading, it's intensifying. Your transformation isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. Your journey isn't ending, it's expanding into territories you haven't even imagined yet. And everyone who doubted you is watching from the sidelines. Everyone who left you is swimming in regret. Everyone who dismissed you is finally recognizing what was missed. And everyone who believed in you is celebrating alongside you. But none of that external noise matters as much as this internal truth. You believe in yourself now without needing anyone else's agreement. You see your own value now without needing anyone else's confirmation. You know your own worth now without needing anyone else's validation. You protect your own peace now without needing anyone else's permission. You choose your own happiness now without needing anyone else's approval. You trust your own judgment now without needing anyone else's cosign. You honor your own boundaries now without needing anyone else's understanding. You've become someone who can't be manipulated by guilt anymore, someone who can't be dimmed by jealousy anymore, someone who can't be broken by betrayal anymore, someone who can't be taken for granted anymore. You've become the person you needed when you were drowning. You've become the example you wished you had when you were lost. You've become the testimony you prayed you'd live to tell. And that version of you is just getting started. That version of you is just warming up. That version of you is preparing for levels of success and joy and peace that your old self couldn't even imagine. Your glow is real. Your transformation is earned. Your peace is protected. Your boundaries are solid. Your energy is magnetic. Your presence is powerful. Your future is bright. And everyone's watching to see what you do next. So keep glowing, chosen one. Keep rising. Keep choosing yourself. Keep protecting your peace. Keep honoring your boundaries. Keep trusting your journey. Keep believing in your purpose. Keep shining your light, because the world needs what you have. Your tribe needs who you are. Your destiny needs you aligned, and you're finally, beautifully, powerfully aligned. Make every moment from here legendary.